Hello and welcome to Abstract AF. I'm Sneha Jaiswal and I'm going to be talking about the Bollywood movie Sikander Ka Muqaddar, another heist movie where the suspense is over who the real thief is. There are only 3 suspects in the film, so the list is small. And the real question is, how did they pull it off? The who is pretty secondary. Unfortunately, the 2024 movie Sikander Ka Muqaddar is such a slow burn, sleep-inducing movie that if I had known beforehand how inconsequential most of the middle half is going to be, I would have just skipped to the end to find out the who and how. The who was always predictable, but the how is even more disappointing. At least the makers managed to keep viewers interested in finding out the truth until the very end, so brownie points to them for that. Directed by Neeraj K. Pandey, who co-wrote the story with Vipul K. Raval, Sikander Ka Muqaddar stars Avinash Tiwary as Sikandar, the primary suspect in a diamond heist, while Jimmy Shergill plays Jaswinder, a tough cop hell-bent on cracking the case. The only 2 other suspects in the theft are Kami Singh, played by Tamannah Bhatia, and Mangesh Desai, played by Rajiv Mehta. These 2 actors are colleagues who were in charge of the stall from where the gems went missing at a jewelry expo. Honestly, this movie begins on an interesting note. The heist takes place, we don't know who really stole it, and the cops try to figure it out, but the heist is only the first few minutes of the film. Suddenly, we see the story skipping 15 years into the future, where the star investigator Jaswinder is now a washed-up, drunk officer on the verge of being fired, while Sikandar, the primary suspect, seems to be living a pretty cushy life in Abu Dhabi, and the theft had taken place in Mumbai. So, flitting between the past and the present, the movie explores the hardships faced by Sikandar, Mangesh and Kamini as the 3 primary suspects of the jewelry heist. However, the maximum spotlight is on Avinash Tiwary and Tamannah Bhatia's characters, so it's pretty clear that either one of them is the thief, or maybe a surprise ending will introduce an unexpected twist to the plot. Well, that does not happen. For a movie which is 2 hours 22 minutes long, Sikander Ka Muqaddar is quite the drag, focusing heavily on Sikandar's personal domestic life and the very many obstacles that he faces due to the taint of being the primary accused in a major theft case. There is a romantic subplot about Sikandar and Kamini which has no spark. There's no on-screen chemistry between the 2. And most of the film just feels very constructed. It's not organic, and you know that it's being filmed and rated in a manner to suit the story. There are a lot of things that don't make too much sense. Maybe this would have been a lot more entertaining if it had come out in the 1990s when viewers were not spoiled for choice with endless options on TV. But for a 2024 release, this film was quite the downer. It did lead to what looked like an exciting climax, but only for a few seconds. I thought, maybe this is going to be satisfying. However, creators finally chose to close the story with an open-ended cliffhanger and a cheeky text on screen that reads, "Oops, the end." Well, oops, but I don't think viewers will find this as amusing as the makers intended it to be. Overall, I'd say this is a 5 on 10. Some viewers might like it, others might find it a drag like me. Watch it at your own peril. Well, that's all from me. Talk to you the next time.